Let me ask you something. You go to the gym 3-4 times a week. You lift heavy things, you build muscle, you look strong. Then someone sends you a passive-aggressive email at 9 a.m. and your whole day collapses. Tell me, what exactly were you building? We spend enormous energy on the outside, the clothes, the posture, the voice we use in meetings. We construct this entire outer fortress, thick walls, impressive gates. But inside, one rude comment gets through, one moment of disrespect, one person who doesn't acknowledge you in a room, and suddenly you feel it, that hollow feeling, that slow leak. That is not weakness of the body, my friend. That is weakness of something far deeper. 2,300 years ago, a philosopher sat in China and noticed the same problem. His name was Mencius, and he said something that has echoed through centuries, something most people have never heard, and fewer still have understood. He spoke of a force he called Haoran Chi, vast energy, unyielding energy. He described it like this. He said, "This chi is supremely vast and supremely unyielding. Nourish it correctly, do not injure it, and it will fill the space between Tian and Di." Now in English this is often translated as heaven and earth. But think about that. He did not mean a religious heaven, and he did not mean the globe of the earth. He meant the infinite sky above and the solid soil beneath our feet. He meant the entire space where human life happens. Not a tense muscle, not a loud voice, not a sharp comeback, something that fills that entire space. Now, before you think this is mysticism, stop. This is not magic. This is not some invisible mist floating around enlightened monks. This is spiritual gravity. You know what gravity is. You cannot see it. You cannot touch it. But drop a stone and a feather from the same height. The stone hits the ground first. Every time, without argument. A person with Haoran Chi has become the stone. Dense, solid, immovable. When chaos hits them, and it will hit them, it shatters on contact. They do not fight back. They do not need to. The mountain does not argue with the wind. Now, how do you build this? Here is what Mencius said, and listen carefully, because this is where most people get it wrong. He said, "It is produced by the accumulation of righteous deeds. Not one heroic moment, not one dramatic stand. Accumulation, brick by brick, day by day. Every single time you speak your true mind instead of telling someone what they want to hear. That is one brick. Every time you say no to something that violates what you believe in, that is one brick. Every time you do the right thing when absolutely no one is watching, that is one brick. You are not performing strength. You are building it from the inside out." But here is the other side of Mencius's teaching. He used a word, nay. It means a collapse, a leak, an emptying. He said, the moment you abandon your integrity out of fear, the chi leaks. Think about that. Every time you swallow your truth to keep the peace, every time you laugh at something you find wrong because the room is laughing, every time you agree with someone you don't agree with, because disagreeing feels dangerous, that is not being polite. That is punching a hole in your own armor, and you wonder why you feel exhausted. You're not tired from doing too much, you are tired from leaking. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine 6 months, 1 year, of no leaking. 1 year of small, consistent, unspectacular acts of genuine integrity. You walk into a room. You do not announce yourself. You do not need to dominate the conversation. You are not performing confidence. You are simply present, and people feel it. They cannot name it. They cannot explain it, but they feel that something about you is different, something solid, something settled. The anxious people in the room, they orbit away from you, or they calm down around you. The toxic ones, their arrows land and fall. They hit something and simply drop to the floor. Office politics feels like noise from another room. Other people's opinions of you, they register and then pass through you like a breeze through an open window. You are not cold. You are not arrogant. You are simply heavy, in the best possible sense. You have weight. You have gravity. You are the stone. True strength, my friend. Real, ancient, tested strength. It does not shout. It does not need to prove itself. It sits quietly in a room and changes the temperature without saying a word. That is Haoran Ji-Chi. And it belongs to anyone willing to build it, one honest act at a time. Welcome to the study. I am glad you are here.